Most musicians get paid last, not because their music isn't good, but because they've built everything except the infrastructure. And so you don't have a revenue problem, you're missing a repeatable system. And so I want to show you why most musicians spend money before they've earned anything. Why they feel like they're working, but they're not really getting ahead. Why streams alone will never pay the bills. How to build income into your rollout before the song even drops. But now, after working with a handful of musicians, they've got fan bases, they've got first-time customers, they've got repeat buyers, and they've even got people in their community paying them a monthly subscription. And none of that happened by accident. We didn't just promote their music, we monetized their mission. And so let's be honest, right? Musicians pay everyone but themselves. The producer gets paid, the engineer gets paid for the mixing and mastering, the videographer gets paid, the stylist, the shoot location, everything. You are flooding money into other people's pockets. And so by the time you release your music, you might be £1,000 down before the song even hits Spotify. And so that's why I say musicians eat last. Not because they're broke, but because there's no system to make the money back. No plan. You're just putting pressure on your shoulders. And you're trying to make people care after the fact. And by then it's already too late. And so the big shift you can make is, number one, work on your business, not in your business. And there's a big difference. Like, working in your business looks like booking your own videographer, like planning out all the logistics of your shoot, writing all your captions last minute yourself, DMing everyone and their mum to share your link, doing 17 things at once and saying you're busy and calling it a grind. But working on your business, that's very different energy. That's mapping out the rollouts to be strategic before you even start stepping into the microphone booth. That is planning the shoot before you book the location. That is mapping out your BTS footage strategy with purpose and not just winging it. And so when you act like a storyteller, you won't end up struggling. Because it's not about being perfect, it's about being prepared. And the most successful artists I work with, they don't just drop music, they execute a plan. Like, my brain can't fathom how you could work on your most important single from your most important album and be winging it. And how could you not know exactly what you're posting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? How could you not have every single video edited, every single caption written? If this is the song that's meant to change your life, where is the work ethic that's going to make it change your life? It won't happen by accident. It won't happen without laser-focused intention. And so you're spending without a plan to recoup. So let's say you drop that £1,000. Fair. It might cost you that much to hit the production values and the standard you have for yourself. Fair. But how do you plan to make that money back? Because if you're not hitting at least 200,000 streams, you're not even breaking even. And that is assuming you own 100% of the royalties, you're not splitting anything with a producer, you have no manager or label cuts, and a lot of us don't have a plan to hit that number. Because where else is that money going to come from? Your day job, your salary, it's coming from your savings. So you're spending like a label, but you're promoting like somebody who's not taking this seriously, like it's a hobby. And so if you don't have a monetization model, you're sitting on a gold mine of potential, but you're not using it. And so if you're not offering something that people can buy, you have no plan to make your money back. Streaming will never be enough by itself. And so as artists, we need to create some merch to sell, a headline show that we can promote and take all the door money, a VIP package for that where people can pay extra to come to sound check or to do a meet and greet backstage or to go for dinner before the show, a fan club with a community and a subscription, pay what you want, downloads, even a tip jar where somebody can buy you a coffee. But the wild part is that artists like you're waiting to feel worthy enough to sell something. You're waiting until you feel my fan base is big enough, now I can offer something to sell. But when you're small, that is when fans care the most. Because if you don't believe in them when they're going to buy and invest in you at your beginning, you won't magically feel worthy when you're at 10,000 followers or 100,000 streams. That belief is an internal structure. And so it starts today. I want you to think about the monetization maths of your stream that actually works. So let's say your goal is £500 for a song, right? Could you sell 50 t-shirts with £10 profit on each? So you buy the t-shirts at £15 and you sell them at £25. And sure, you're going to have to cover shipping and inventory and logistics. So you want to make sure it's £10 profit and not £10 gross. And so what you could do is instead sell a £25 bundle with your single, 3 unreleased songs, a behind the scenes video, and a personal thank you. You sell 20 of those, that's £500. You think that from your fan base, out of 1,000 people or 5,000 people, 30,000 people, you can't sell 20 copies. Let's take it a step further, a VIP experience. Your ticket's already going to be £15 on the door, but the £50 ticket could have early gig entry, come to the sound check and hear you play, they get a signed picture, and you take them out to dinner. You sell 10 of those, that's £500. That pays for the dinner, and it creates an experience that money can't buy, yet those fans are paying with their credit card. And so it's about deepening the relationship with the fans you already have and offering them value that nobody else is giving them. And you don't know that nobody's going to buy it until you offer it for the very first time. You don't know that I don't think anybody would pay for this, I'll look stupid, until you actually make an offer. You don't have to do it on social media. You can do it via WhatsApp. You can do it via email. You can do it face-to-face when you ask people in first person. You can do it on FaceTime with them, on live. You can do a lot of different ways, asking people what they'd be willing to pay for. But it only starts if you believe that you're worthy of offering something of value. And that's why musicians get paid last, because they plan their marketing last. They hit and hope for streams, and hope isn't a strategy. That is exactly why I built the 100K Hitmaker system, a step-by-step blueprint that any artist can follow to compound their catalog to 100,000 monthly listeners, earn income before the song even drops, and build fan bases that stick around for the long game. There are only 3 ways to access it. Number 1, you download the full system on allabouthelping.co.uk. Number 2, you join my community and you work with a bunch of hungry artists and I'll coach you to your greatness. Or number 3 is a full campaign where my team plan your content, I run your ads, we build your rollout while you stay in creation mode. If you want to find out more, DM me the word 100K on Instagram to unlock it, or hit the link in the description below. But whatever you do, don't wait until the song is done to figure out how you're going to get paid. Plan your profit before you press release. Let's change how the music industry works and change how you make a living for yourself as an artist.